it's starting to show. That's the most important thing. And right now, I can assure you that soon we'll be talking about a black albino who will appear and you'll see. Don't ask me what that means. I think you'll understand later. The war will end, and very soon.
Precisely, to achieve victory in this war, you could say you need the necessary weapons, and you also need capable men, especially men with determination. As you know, that's the major game changer. That's what makes the difference in any war right now, at least as we speak. So what exactly is the morale of our troops on the ground?
You've really gotten to the heart of the problem. Human resources, determined men. It's not just about buying equipment, you need determined men. And if you notice, we are in the process of building a quality army. It's not uncommon that when it's judged that a unit leader or an element has failed their mission, they are dismissed and prosecuted. This has happened several times and it will continue to be that way. If you sign up to be in the military, you must accomplish the mission, because the mission is sacred to us. The other thing is that despite the pressure, despite the challenge, the men keep fighting and they are very resilient. If today you ask a soldier whether he would want others to come fight in his place or come help him, they will never tell you that. They would rather die. It's at this level that you judge their morale. They are ready, always ready despite the situation. No matter what battle we might lose, we will always hold the line. That's what's very important in the mindset of soldiers. So morale is at its peak. People didn't expect to have this level of equipment, but now they do, so they're giving it their all. And I can only congratulate and thank everyone who fought. Very important.
So, Mr. President, in your argument, when you talk about a war that is taking on a different form, that is evolving, we still wonder, we always ask ourselves this question: who is attacking Burkina, in what way?
It's not just terrorism. It's a war to seize our wealth and prevent us from developing. I once explained this in a speech, I think. I said that if we manage to properly exploit our subsoil, to process what we are extracting here, what we are producing, there will be unemployment over there, on their side. It's a battle. They plunder our wealth in order to survive. So it's a war for independence. We must wage this war to be fully independent and to decide on our own development, our own path. So that's what it's about right now.
Mr. President, you just said it. We're talking about security, about the defense of Burkina Faso. Let's talk about your personal security. You just mentioned it a moment ago. The pressure is enormous. It's immense. The danger comes from everywhere. Mr. President, just in 2025, there have been several coup attempts that were foiled. Mr. President, do you ever feel afraid?
Thank you. I think that's the only strength I have. I'm not afraid because I trust all of you. That's the first thing. You have to trust the people because it's the people who entrusted us with this mission, and I trust that they will understand. And that's why we don't hesitate to stand before the people to explain the situation to them and tell them what's going on. That helps maintain a very good relationship. That's the first thing. The second thing, as I said, is that there was a mindset that needed to be developed within our own forces. That's very important. Right now, with this mindset, people understand why they're fighting. If you look back a few years, many officers on the ground didn't know why they were fighting. But if we know why we're fighting, who we're up against, and why there's this pressure, people understand better. And that's why we immediately created the Institute, the higher military school, so that we could train our own soldiers and instill in them exactly what we want. Remember one thing, if you let your forces be trained by other powers, they will put into their heads whatever they want. They indoctrinate them as they please, and it's easier to manipulate them. Here in Burkina, that's actually what bothers many imperialist powers. They can't manage to infiltrate our army. All these units that have been created, all these men who are here, no one came from elsewhere to train them. We are built on our own field experience, and we trained them ourselves. I personally took part in training some of the forces at the very beginning, so that's already a second strength. Another strength is that if you have a mission and a goal for your country, you must not be afraid. If you're afraid, you hesitate. If you hesitate, you compromise. Once compromise sets in, you're done for.
Just now, you listed a number of factors that make you feel reassured. I insist because history matters too. It's history that guides us. The forces of the imperialists are real. In 1961, they were behind the downfall of Patrice Lumumba in the DRC. In 1972, they brought about the downfall of